What's the most expensive home that sold in Vernon this year? And more importantly, what do luxury buyers actually get for that kind of money? I think that's something that people want to know, because some of these homes are exactly what you'd expect. And others, I think they might surprise you. Let's go in and count down the 10 most expensive homes sold in the North Okanagan in 2025. I'm Lisa Salt with RE/MAX Vernon Salt Fowler, and today these sales are going to tell you exactly what drove the luxury market in 2025, because these aren't just homes. These are the best of the best that buyers competed for. So let's get right into it. Let's start with the least of the most. So the least expensive of the most expensive homes in the North Okanagan for 2025. Number 10 is 7500 McLennan Road in the North BX. List price $2.3 million, sold for $2.3 million. Although original list price before it was reduced was $2.999 million. 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 4,262 square feet with 3,217 square feet on the main floor, 5-acre lot, and built in 2022. So a modern 2-story home, 5 acres in the North BX, great area, had radiant heat, a nice open layout, and strong future potential too if you wanted to add a carriage home or a shop. So why it sold at this price? New construction on acreage is very rare. So buyers were paying for the flexibility and the long-term upside, I think. Beautiful home, nice land, great area. Next, and number 9 on our list, is 620 Mount Ida Crescent in Middleton Mountain in Coldstream. List price of $2.575 million, sold price of $2.475 million in 23 days. 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 4,004 square feet with 1,841 square feet on the main, on a 0.24 acre lot, and built in 2018. This one had an unobstructed Kalamalka Lake view, like killer Middleton Mountain view, backed onto parkland, had a pool, outdoor kitchen, smart home system. I mean, beautiful. Why it sold at that price? Well, you get turnkey luxury in Coldstream and Middleton Mountain, super popular area, and buyers here want move-in ready with no compromises, and this house was it. Number 8, we're going to move to our first home on the waterfront in Eastside Estates. Number 7, 9990 Eastside Road, which is as far down as you can go on Okanagan Landing Road to Eastside Road to literally the end of the road. If you wanted to go further, you'd have to get in the water and swim to Kelowna. This one was a bareland strata, so you pay a monthly fee for use of some of the common amenities and a gate and that sort of thing. List price $2.85 million, sold price $2.65 million, 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 4,776 square feet, 1,853 square feet on the main, on an acre and a half. Now, it's 75 feet on Okanagan Lake, and then it just goes back for an acre and a half. A lot of that acreage is not usable, not really. Year built 2008, so fairly, a reasonably new house. So it's private Eastside waterfront. You get a dock, a boat lift, an elevator, and a full lake level entertaining space like you would expect for a house on the lake at this price. So why did it sell for this kind of range, that $2.65 million? I think buyers are paying for the experience of the lake living. You're not just paying for the house, you're paying for the luxury of living on the lake. Let's go to Armstrong now. Number 7 on our list is 1829 Pleasant Valley Road in Armstrong. List price $2.95 million, sold in 37 days for $2.9 million. This one's smaller, 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, built in 1990. 1,508 square foot house plus a big shop, 30 by 34. Plus you also got a 1-acre gravel pad prepped for an indoor riding ring or additional parking or workshop or whatever. 45 acres of good workable land, but the total lot size was 101 acres. So massive, 101 acre farm with irrigation, water rights, hay production, pond, fenced pasture. And why it sold at that price range? You're looking at land value, right? Income plus lifestyle plus long-term appreciation. Just a reminder, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, or if you're just starting to get curious about the area that we're lucky enough to call home, be sure to call, text, or email, and just add salt. Now moving on to number 6, we have another property on the lake as expected, but this one is on Kalamalka Lake, 13522 West Cal Road. List price of $3.2 million and sold for $3 million bucks. 7 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 4,230 square feet with 2,183 square feet on the main. The lot size is 0.5 of an acre. And the year built is 1993 on this one, and 88 feet on Kalamalka Lake, which is that's a really good size lake frontage. So half an acre Kalamalka Lake waterfront with dock, a gated entry, large home like we talked about, great location. You got the rail trail right there. So why it's sold at this type of price? You got that rare combination of lot size on Kalamalka Lake and lake frontage. Very hard to find. For number 5, we're still on the lake. We're just on a different lake. We're back on Okanagan Lake at 100 Kestrel Place, Unit 12. That's in Adventure Bay again. List price $3.299 million. Sold price $3.1 million. Well, technically $3.299900. Anyway, sold for $3.1 million. 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 4,338 square feet, 0.18 of an acre. Year built was 2004, and it has 71 feet of waterfront on Okanagan Lake. So gated Peregrine Shores waterfront, beautiful home with dock. It's got an elevator as well in case you need that or will need that, and a really strong indoor-outdoor flow on this one. Now, why did this one sell at this kind of price, $3.1 million? Well, you got waterfront, plus gated security, plus lifestyle appeal, so that equals a strong demand for a home like this. Now going to number 4 on our list, we're going to an acreage, 245 Kalamalka Lakeview Drive, Unit 13. List price of $3.495 million, sold price of $3.2 even. 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 6,527 square feet. Beautiful big home. 4.94 acres, basically 5 acres, built in 2005. So here you've got a nearly 5-acre estate. You've got an infinity pool, all these beautiful custom finishes, a shop, nice big shop, and killer panoramic lake views. Why did it sell? Estate style properties like this, they offer that privacy and scale that's really difficult to replicate. So there's a demand for these and there's not a lot of supply. Now we're going to head over for number 3 to 508 Varden Lane in Predator Ridge. So list price of $3.7 and a sold price of full price, $3.7 million. 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 5,546 square feet, another beautiful big home on 1.02 acres. So it's not easy to get an acre up at Predator, and you're going to pay for it for sure. Year built on this house was 2014. This was an award-winning home in Predator Ridge with a wine room, a beautiful Viking kitchen, panoramic views, like all the extras. And of course, you're at Predator Ridge. You have access to 36 holes, championship golf course, all the amenities of Predator Ridge, which are too many to mention. Watch our Predator Ridge neighborhood video for more information on that. So why did this one sell? Well, I think you've got a lifestyle community like Predator Ridge, plus a beautiful high-end design, and then you've got, it sells at full price. Number 2 on our list, 12877 Kidston Road, Unit 5. We're in Callanish Estates on the lake, on Kalamalka Lake again. List price $4.3 million, sold price $4.215. 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, big house again, 6,767 square feet on 0.51 of an acre. Year built, it was built in 2006 but fully renovated in 2024, so it was almost brand new. Waterfront, you've got 93 feet on Kalamalka Lake, prime waterfront. So you've got a fully updated Cal Lake waterfront with a new dock, multiple outdoor areas, like beautiful outdoor areas as you can see, and sweet potential too. I mean, if somebody wanted that. Why did this one sell? Well, I mean, renovated waterfront just removes buyer hesitation. It's a huge advantage to have something that's nearly brand new on the lake, that someone doesn't have to go through all the hassle to build themselves, because building on the lake is a huge hassle. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for. Number 1 on our list is Unit 5, 80 Kestrel Place, back on Okanagan Lake. sold by Remax Vernon Salt Fowler, well, listed by Remax Vernon Salt Fowler, sold by us. The #1 most expensive home on the lake, we're very proud. List price of $4.268, sold price of $4.25. 4 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, lot size of 0.14 acre. It wasn't a huge lot, but a really beautiful lot. Great waterfront there. Built in 2023 and 91.65 feet, linear feet on Okanagan Lake of Lakefront. Brand new Rockwood custom lakefront home, dramatic glass. I mean, this place is so cool, so contemporary and modern. Multiple decks, gym, media space, private dock, and no expense was spared. Yes, this was built as a spec home, but no expense was spared on building this home. It was custom, beautifully done. Why did this one sell? Well, I mean, turnkey, brand new, right on the lake, gated waterfront, literally no compromises. That's why that one sold for $4.25 million, Unit 5, 80 Kestrel Place, #1. So what do these sales tell you? These top 10 most expensive sales. They tell you luxury buyers in the North Okanagan are paying for things like waterfront, views, privacy, lifestyle, and they're paying for convenience. And when all those line up, that's when you see these kind of prices. So to see the other end of the scale, have a peek at our 10 least expensive homes that sold in Vernon in 2025. We dropped that video just last week.